Hi everybody, Bald&curious here on this weird Sunday. It was hot, it was like 85 degrees, 88 degrees all day, and finally made it to the range. It kind of cooled off. Big clouds moving in. Hopefully I won't get rained out. If I do, I'm on the roof. Anyway, I'm out here. I did a short that says best CCW on the planet with my P365 Xmacro Spectre comp. So full disclosure, this started, you can see it's clear, this started as the 365 Spectre comp because I was really curious about that comp slash expansion chamber, whatever you want to call it, and with the basically 365 XL grip, gold trigger, and it was kind of let down for me, to be honest. I kind of expected more. They say it has about 20-25% reduction rate in a muzzle rise. It could be I'm already gripping the hell out of the gun, so it doesn't really seem to me like it does a whole lot. But then I realized I never really gave the gun a chance. I only shot my 147 grain reloads, which although they are at 125, between 125 130 power factor. But for those of you who don't know what the power factor is, that's velocity times speed. So they basically run anywhere around 920 feet per second, give or take. So I was like, I'm gonna bring it out to the range and we're gonna try a couple of different options. So other than my reloads, I got this basic Federal bulk pack. I got this Target ammo, whatever I picked up at the Cabela's. I have no idea what it is. And the velocity says muzzle velocity 1200 feet per second. I'm assuming that's out of 4 or 5 inch barrels, so that's gonna be a little less. I got 124 blazers. These are I don't know, it doesn't say anywhere. I don't know. If I find out, I will annotate what it is. I got this Winchester Defense I picked up, and this says it's, what are these? These are actually 147 at 990 velocity, feet per second velocity at the muzzle. So let's take a couple of shots. I don't have a target. I actually have a 100-yard target I'm just going to mess with. Why not? And I'll tell you what I think. Before we do that, let's talk a little bit ergonomics. I don't think I've really reviewed this gun. I got this Nightcore, what is this, NPL 125 on it, which I said before fits in a alien gear holster. Like I said, I like the holster, don't like the company. Go watch the short. It's topped off the Holosun 507K. The red dot is kind of hit and miss for me. The discoloration on the glass is kind of, I don't like, and it's got this big dot. I really want to have a 3 MOA dot on this. This is a 6, and it's kind of big for the window. I mean, call me crazy, but it is what it is. So ergonomics on the gun, as you can tell, I can get a beautifully full purchase with my dominant hand. Doesn't leave that much room for my non-dominant hand because it's kind of skinny, less than an inch thick. But overall, I would give it about 8 out of 10 on the ergos for such a small gun. The sights, you're able to co-witness barely, but you are. So in a pinch, it'll get you where you need to be. The golden trigger, golden barrel doesn't do a damn thing other than just looking cool. The trigger on this thing, it's got quite a bit of rounds on it, so it kind of smooth out. Still probably in a 4.5 to 5 pound range. I wish this trigger would have a trigger safety on it. Obviously, you know, this is your trigger safety number 1. But it's just for the peace of mind while holstering, reholstering, and stuff like that. Would wouldn't be a big deal. I might upgrade. I might look into it. I have agency arms on my P320, ZEF P320 X carry, so maybe I will do something with that. But for now, we have this. So for me, this is really probably economically the best gun there is. And I hope the wind is not messing everything up. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Kind of got windy out of the blue, and the tripod is not exactly the most stable. Anyway, cool looking, real good ergonomics, 17 round capacity in the state that you can actually carry the 17 rounds. And it has a regular 1930 Picatinny rail, so you no longer are limited to lights that will fit proprietary rail that original 365 and 365 XL had. So yeah, 17 round magazines. Not these. These are limited to 10. Unfortunately, gives you flush fit. They stick out a little bit, but still really neat package. So with this holster, it's a really nice appendix package. Doesn't stick too much and gives you everything you need. So let's shoot. Let's stop talking and let's see if we can hit something. Let's see if we can hit something at 100 with this gun. I only got one. I was shooting to the right a couple inches, so maybe I should put it on the paper again. But hopefully you see the muzzle rise with 147 grain reloads by yours truly. Now let's see 115th. Advertised velocity 1,125 feet per second on this. So let's see if a little more gas will do something with this comp. Again, I only got it once. I can't really say that more gas did anything for the muzzle rise. If something, it felt to me that this gun was jumping more. Basically, just like shooting a regular gun without any comp, difference between the shooting 115 and 147s. So there's a reason why I prefer the heavy bullets. So let's try the 124s. Brass Blazer 124. Let's see if we get something. Wow, I got two hits. Again, it did not feel any softer than my reloads, than the heavier bullets. I really don't think that chamber thingy actually does anything, to be honest. As much as I like SIG, and kudos to them for innovating, I really don't think this does anything other than adds a little bit of the weight at the end of the muzzle. 147 Winchester hollow points, advertised velocity 990 feet per second. So this is 147s, and it's harder than my personal reloads, a little bit harder, about 50-60 feet per second. So in a theory, if something, this ammo should feel lighter than anything else that I shot. So let's see. Alright, so I didn't hit it not even once. I actually hit the target to the right. But in the theory, I would say this actually did feel a little bit softer shooting than anything else that I shot. So again, this is my personal preference, my personal opinion. Uh, if you own a 365 XL or anything like that, your best bet is just upgrading to the Xmacro grip. I don't think any chamber, what they call it, expansion chamber or whatever thing is worth the extra money. I really don't think it's worth it. If you don't own 365, you want to buy one, then I would suggest going straight for the X Macro, because just because the expansion chamber does not work for me, it doesn't mean it won't work for you. Maybe your grip is not as strong, and you're not gonna be able, or actually you're gonna be able to tell the difference because of the looser grip or stuff like that. For the money, I think the X Macro is probably the best bang for the buck out there. Uh, this gun, as far as my personal experiences go, performed flawlessly. I have no idea how many rounds I got through it, but if I got to guess between what I shot it in a competition and whatever I shot it as a practice, I'm gonna say anywhere probably around 3,000 ish range. No major malfunctions. If I had malfunctions, they were due to my B class reloads. Was 100% with all the factory ammunition. So I truly believe this is probably one of the best concealed carry choices on the market right now, because it just offers the reliability, capacity, concealability, and comfort like no other gun out there. Yeah, you got a Hellcat, you got a new Hellcat Pro with a comp, and you got a couple other options. I didn't get my hands on, and unfortunately, due to personal reasons, I'm not gonna be able to acquire any new weapons unless I'm gonna be able to borrow it from friends for some time. So yeah, maybe we'll get to it in some other video. But if you, the beauty of this, as opposed to any other gun on the market, is you got a single pin that holds the actual fire control unit. So if you actually own any version of 365, I would say the one and only upgrade to any other version of 365 other than an X Macro is the X Macro grip. You want to go bougie? Go for the Icarus Precision, Mischief Machinery, or plenty other aluminum grips are out there. If you really want to spend the money and you can afford it, Legion's the way to go. I just love the feel, look, and all that. I just don't like the price tag. In my personal opinion, I do not think the $1,200 price tag reflects the value of the gun. The cool factor is definitely there, but other than that, I think you're better off sticking with the regular X Macro. So again, these are my personal opinions. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn, and I do shoot quite a bit. So if you like this kind of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, have fun, keep shooting, and carry a gun if you can.